Hello, Hapa Ohana. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a good day. All right, my name is Kristen. I'm coming at you with a gentle flow today. So we're gonna get started in a comfortable seat. So go ahead, grab a blanket, blocks, pillow, your mat. If you don't have blocks, grab a couple of thick books. Grab some couch pillows from your bed, and we'll get started. So, sitting in a comfortable seat, ground your sit bones into the mat, blanket, or pillow, and we will gently close our eyes. We'll take a big inhale through the nose. Slow, long exhale, open mouth. Expelling all the stagnant energy. Again, taking a big inhale, filling up the chest and the belly. Exhale, let it all go. Feel yourself sinking a little deeper into the floor. Let your shoulders roll away from your ears. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue. And just taking a few natural breaths here. Connecting with our breath. Our body has arrived on the mat, but take a few moments to let your mind get there too. Take a deep inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow, steady exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling again, emptying out the mind, trying to focus solely on your breath. If any thoughts arise, noticing them and just letting them float away. We'll bring one hand to heart and one to belly, continuing to deeply breathe here. And take a moment to just think about what your inner dialogue has been like. How have you been speaking to yourself? How have your thoughts been? And maybe it's a little hard to think about overall what it's been like, but maybe you just today or yesterday. How was your mood? And then take it to your outer dialogue. How has your outer dialogue been? Are you speaking in loving kindness to yourself and to others? Are you holding compassion for yourself and for those around you? Are you putting out in the world that with which you wish to receive back? There's only so much that we can control, but knowing that our inner dialogue extremely affects our own outside world. So that we can create an outer world that's a beautiful reflection of our inner world. Can you plant the seeds with your collective consciousness, with yourself and those around you, to better the world? So just for the next 3 breaths, speaking some loving kindness to yourself, complimenting yourself, thinking of something that makes you happy, and taking an inner smile that you've made it on the mat today. Release your hands back down beside your hips, palms facing up. Take a big inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, collecting all that good energy. Bring the hands together and bring them down to heart center. All right. Again, sweep the hands up. You can slowly blink the eyes open here. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. And on an exhale, we'll twist over to the left side. So releasing your left hand behind you, right hand on top of left knee. Sitting with a tall spine. Gaze is either over to the left side of the room, or you can take it back behind your left shoulder. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, so you can twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, hands shoot up back to the sky. And focusing on what we did in last class with elongating the spine, reach with the left hand once, reach with the right hand again, and then exhale, twist over to the right side. Right hand goes behind you, left hand on top of left or right knee. Gaze is over to the right side or behind right shoulder. Inhale, sweep the hands back up through center. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, gaze goes slightly up. Keeping space in between the chin and the chest. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, release through heart center. We'll uncross the legs. Lay the feet in front of you for a moment and just windshield wiper the knees side to side. All right, and then we're going to bring our right foot to our left inner thigh. Extend the left foot out long. Rearrange your sit bones, your hips to face your left foot. Chest is reaching to your left foot. Inhale, sweep the hands up. And exhale, we fold, reaching for our shin, our ankle, our toes, wherever you fall. Gently tuck the chin. You can have a slight bend in the knee here if you have tight hamstrings. We're also early on in the practice, so be gentle with yourself. On your next exhale, see if you can reach your nose to your knee just a little bit closer. Inhale, slowly rise back to center. Switch it out, so extend the right foot out long, left foot comes to right inner thigh. Rearrange your hips to face your right foot. Your right foot is flexed, so toes are pointing to the sky. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, fold forward. Deep breaths into the hamstring here. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Take the left foot, extend it out long. We'll do a seated wide-legged fold. Take away or scooch away any excess flesh around the sitting bones. Grab your pillow or block or books here. We'll inhale, reach the hands up. Reach with the left hand a little more. Reach with the right hand a little more. Bring the hands together. And exhale, sink your forearms down to the ground or to those blocks. Your feet should both be flexed. I think I'm kind of off the screen here, but point the toes up to the sky. Take the gaze down. Deep stretch to the hamstrings here. Here for just one more breath. And inhale, slowly walk your hands closer to yourself, lifting your torso up. Keep those blocks near you. We're going to bring the right foot in again. Left foot is outstretched long still. Foot is flexed here. And keeping your hips facing forward this time, take your book or your block on the inside of your left leg. And you're going to drop your left forearm to that block. So see which height you would like, the tall, middle, or lowest. Or maybe you don't need the block and the floor is close enough to you. So placing that block on the inside of the left leg, left forearm is on that block. Inhale, reach the right hand across if it's reaching for those left toes. But keep your chest open here. So maybe you wrap around your ribs, reach right hand up, and then stretch it over. Getting a nice side stretch in the right side body here. Your gaze can go up to your right elbow if it's comfortable. And still keeping that left leg active by keeping our foot flexed. Reach a little farther. Inhale, use your core to release yourself back upright. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We'll switch it out. So taking your right foot out long, left foot comes in, hips again are square to the front. Take your block on the inside of your right leg, release right forearm, and the block kind of depends on how far you can kind of bend with that side stretch. So some of you might want to bring it closer to your ankle, right by your calf. Some might be right by the knee, just don't put any pressure on your knee. Release your right forearm down. Inhale, sweep the left hand up, reaching over to the right side. Remember, heart is open here. Breathe deeply into the left side body. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Place the blocks to the side. Pull your leg back in. We're going to come to a tabletop position, whichever way you'd like to get there. Your hands are in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hip. We'll inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes slightly up for cow pose. Exhale, around through the spine, tucking in the chin, belly button hugs in, pushing the ground away through the fingertips, puffing up through the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, around for cat. Take the next few at your own pace. Take any other movements that are calling to you. Wiggle out the hips. Maybe stand back with each foot. All right, come back to your centered tabletop. And then you're going to take your left foot, kicking it back so that the ball mount of your foot is on the mat. Pushing and reaching back with that left heel. Stretching out the calf here. Taking the next inhale, engage the core, engage your glute as we lift the left foot off of the mat. Trying not to dump all your weight into the right side. Your left toes should be facing down to the ground, so foot is flexed. You would like to add on a little more, reach the right hand forward for your bird dog. Right hand is as if it is open to shake somebody's hand. Hold here for one more breath. And release palm and knee back down. Wiggle out the hips. And we'll switch it out. So right foot kicks back. Ball mound of your foot is planted on the mat. Reaching back with that right heel. Feeling the engagement here in our calf. When you're ready, use your core glute to lift the right leg. Right toes pointing down to the ground. Your gaze is down in between your hands. If you'd like to add on, reach the left hand forward here. And release palm and knee down. Bring the toes together, take the knees out wide. Sink the hips back for your child's pose. So sink the forehead down to the ground. Feel free to place a block or pillow beneath you to bring the ground a little closer to you. We'll crawl the fingertips forward a little bit more. Option to tent up on the fingertips here. Breathing into the side body, feeling the space in between the ribs. If you're tented up on the fingers, release the palms down. You'll dig into the elbows here, bring the palms behind your head, fingertips together, reaching the heart down. Deep inhale, slow long exhale. Release the palms down. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring yourself back into a tabletop position here. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, come into a downward dog. Take a moment to walk your dog, pedal out the feet. Heart is reaching for your thighs. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. Belly button hugs in. Release into a still downward dog. Your heels are reaching down for the ground. Totally okay if they don't meet. Take your gaze to the top towards your hands. Slowly walk to get there. We hang out in a forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. We're going to grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. You can shake the head yes. Shake it no. Maybe rock side to side with your ragdoll. We'll release the fingertips down to the ground. Grab your block here if you'd like. We're going to walk the fingertips over to the left side. You can take your block over to the left side of your left foot. Bringing your hands to that block. Still letting the head hang heavy here, protecting the neck. You can slightly bend the left knee here and straighten through the right. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. And on the exhale, take it to the other side. Take your block with you if you like. Option to bend the right knee here, straighten through the left. Inhale, walk back to center. Stay here for an exhale. Next inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or to the tops of the thighs. Your back is flat here, gaze is down at the ground. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, and then reach the hands up to the sky. Bring the palms together. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise again, slowly extended mountain pose. Reach the hands up. Bring the palms together, and we'll take a Steeple Mudra this time. So interlace the first 6 fingers, index fingers point to the sky. On an exhale, take it over to the left side. Again, getting a nice side stretch here. Hips are still square, facing the front of the room. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. At the top of your mat, we're going to take our left foot, step it back, coming into a low lunge. So 90-degree bend in that right knee. Sink the hips low. Fingertips can be down on the ground or on blocks. We'll release our left knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands up to your supported crescent. Make sure your tailbone is tucked here. You should feel it in your left hip flexor. Pushing the hips slightly forward. And exhale, take the hips back for your half splits. Again, options for blocks here. I'll grab mine. Your right toes should be facing the sky or flexed. Your hip should be in line with your left knee. And rather than just folding forward, imagine that your chest is being pulled towards your toes. Feeling a deep stretch in the hamstring here. Inhale, bring the hips forward again, plant right foot on the mat. Sweep the hands up, supported crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Tuck the back toes, lift off the left knee, low lunge. Take your left foot, step it forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Switch it out, take the right foot back this time. Take the hips low, find a line from the top of your heel to the top of your head. When you're ready, release the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands up, supported crescent. And exhale, take the hips back again. Half splits on this side. Left toes flex. Keep that alignment with your right hip to right knee. And also don't let the left hip pull forward, so pull the left hip back. Hips are squared facing the front of the mat. Again, imagine a string from your chest to your big toe, pulling your chest forward rather than trying to drop it all the way down. Deep stretch in the hamstring. Inhale, plant through the left foot. Bring the hips forward. Inhale, sweep the hands up again. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release fingertips to mat. Tuck the right toes, lift off the right knee. Take your right foot, step it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keeping a generous bend in the knees here. You're going to heel toe your feet off of your mat. I'm going to face the camera here. So you're going to be in a wide leg forward fold. Your hands will be released down to the ground, directly in line with your shoulders. You can grab the blocks again here if you'd like. Let the head hang heavy. If you'd like, you can begin to walk the hands back. So walking the hands back behind you. If you walk the hands back, begin to walk them forward again, directly in line with your shoulders. And then walk them over to your left foot, grabbing onto your shin, ankle, maybe reaching for the toes. Maybe you place a block inside left foot, up to you. Slightly tuck the chin here. Inhale, walk the hands back to center and take it over to the right side. Walk the hands back to center on an inhale. Keep a bend in the knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Slowly rise that torso back up. We'll bring our hands to heart center. And if you have any difficulties with your knees, I would skip this next part or just not go as low. So we'll bring our hands to heart center. We'll bend through the right knee. Maybe right elbow taps right knee. Pushing through, coming back to center. Take it to the other side, so left elbow taps the left knee as you bend left knee. And we'll take it to the other side. Pushing through the foot, feeling it in your glute, engaging the core here. So tap each side one more time. Maybe lift the toes. Perfect, coming back to center. We'll heel toe our feet a little bit closer together. Heels are pointed in, toes are facing out. We'll slowly sink the hips down, coming into your Malasana squat. You can grab your block here. If you'd like to sit on a block, please do so. All right. You'll bring your hands to heart center if you're not there already. Pushing the elbows into our thighs, pushing the knees out slightly. Be mindful not to round through the shoulders here. Keep your heart open. Deep inhale, filling up the chest. Slow exhale. Option to stay here. Option to release your left fingertips down on the ground. Inhale, reach the right hand up for a little side twist. Be mindful that your right knee doesn't collapse in here. Keep pushing that right knee outward. Gaze is with the right hand. Release right hand down, switching it out. The left hand comes up. Gaze is at the left hand. Release left hand down. Bring hands to heart center one more time. Deep inhale here. Slow exhale. All right, release the fingertips down. Slowly lift the hips up. Take the block to the side if you have one. Heel toe the feet back together. Sinking the hips low. We'll inhale, sweep the hands, coming into a chair pose very briefly. So just sink your sit bones down and back just a little bit. Tailbone is tucked, belly button hugs in, biceps are by our ears. If your shoulders are a little tight, take the hands a little wider. bring hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we'll plant the palms, walk the feet back, coming into a down dog. Come up on the toes, sink down in the heels, and release your knees down, coming into a tabletop. You're gonna walk your hands out in front of you, reaching your chest down, coming into a puppy pose. So be mindful that your knees are in line with your hips here. So don't bring them too far forward and don't have them sinking back like this. Unless you would prefer to go into a child's pose, please do so. Otherwise, hips in line with our knees, forehead rests on the ground. Your chest is reaching down from the mat, but be mindful not to just dump into your low back. Hug belly button in. You should be feeling a deep stretch in your shoulders here. If you need a little more, tent up on the fingertips again here. Slowly bring the palms underneath the shoulders. Come back into your tabletop position. Wiggle out the hips a little. And we'll swing the feet around, coming to be at a seat. Get some water because it is like 90 degrees in my apartment right now. All right. We're going to come to a wide leg again, seated wide-legged. Take your block, book, pillow, any small kind of object that you have. All right, we're going to inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, reach with the left hand, reach with the right hand. Exhale, fold forward, releasing your palms down to the ground. Maybe your forearms reach, so wherever you can reach, totally fine. But with whatever object you have, placing that in front of you. Your feet should be flexed to the sky. Take that block book, whatever you have, drag it over to the left foot, gaze follows. And drag it over to the right. So making a rainbow shape here. Just slowly at your own pace, taking it to each foot. Rainbowing over to the right foot. Stay here for an inhale, exhale. Take it to the opposite foot. We'll arrive back at center. Release down to the forearms here if you'd like. When you're ready, slowly walk the hands back to you. Guide the legs back together. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. Or sorry, the knees side to side. Beautiful. We're going to come to lie on our backs here. Slowly make your way there. Feel free to grab your pillow and bring it with you. And keeping the knees bent, we'll bring the bottoms of the feet together. Open the knees out wide, coming into a reclined butterfly. We can bring our hands to where we started in class, so one hand on belly, one on heart, for a deeper connection. Or you can rest your hands on your inner thighs, adding just a tiny bit of pressure here. If the stretch is too much, always the option to take the blocks underneath the knees. Just beginning to settle into our breath. Body should feel a little more open now. Giving you the option here to reach the hands behind you if it feels comfortable for your body. And again, following with last week, with elongating the spine. Reach with the left hand, reach with the right. One more time, reach with the left, reach with the right. Enjoy the openness in the body right now. And when you're ready, you'll release hands down to the thighs, guiding the knees back together. And you'll take the knees, hug them into the chest, and just rock side to side, massaging out the spine. And we'll release our right foot down to the mat so the knee is bent. And then take left foot up to the sky. Take a minute to roll out the ankle. Take it the other way. And then you'll take left foot, press it on top of right thigh. Your left knee will reach to the top of your mat, coming into your reclined figure four position. Option to always lift the right foot, keeping your right foot flexed. A little bit of a deeper stretch here. You can grab behind the thigh with the hands, hugging in the right thigh just a little bit. Feel that deep stretch in the left hip. Release the right foot down if it's lifted. Seal the thighs together, so hug the inner thighs together. Left leg is over top of the right. And then you can drop both knees over to the right side, getting in a nice little twist here. If it's too much, you can bring blocks beneath the knees here, or the pillow if you brought that. Your hands can relax in a T shape, or maybe a goalpost. Engage the core, bring the knees back to center, uncross the legs. If you need to bring the knees into the chest and just massage out the spine a little bit, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, release the left foot down to the mat. Right foot shoots up to the sky. Roll out the ankle on this side. And then cross right foot over top of left thigh. Option to lift the left foot here. Deep stretch in the right hip here. Right knee is reaching to the top of your mat, so don't let it collapse in. If your left foot is lifted, it's time to release it. And then you'll hug those thighs together again. And then drop the knees over to the left side. Take your variation with the hands. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Uncross the legs. Hug the knees into the chest. We'll take one more final pose. Taking the knees out wide, grabbing for the shins or the outer arches of the feet. Opening the feet out wide for your happy baby. Rock side to side. Feel all that space we just created in the hips. Bring that inner smile we talked about in the beginning of class. All right. Hug the knees in, release the feet. Take a deep inhale, maybe the head lifts off the ground. And on an exhale, we'll slowly release everything into your Shavasana. Take up space, feet out wide, hands out wide. Gently close the eyes here. Relax in your Shavasana. Free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to finish your practice now, gently make your way up to a seat. Bring your hands to heart center when you get there. Moment of gratitude for yourself for showing up on the mat today. Feeling all that space we created in the hips, the shoulders, the stretches in the hamstrings. Feeling a little more open in our body today. Release your hands down to your hips. Reach the hands up to the sky, gathering all that energy. Bring the hands through heart center. All right. Peace and gratitude with all of you yogis. Namaste. Thank you guys.